If you have a website and an app, then you definitely need a website chat system. A chat system allows people to engage with your team at any time throughout the interaction with your technology. And this is very, very important because it's an instant interaction. It allows people to get an answer now. And you can program things like chatbots to ask questions automatically. But what we never recommend, and what a lot of people do, and a lot of chat companies offer, which actually kills customer satisfaction, is these stupid chatbots that are just incapable of dealing with anything, where they ask questions and then you answer and it says, cool, we'll get someone to contact you. Cool, we'll get someone to contact you, because it's a bit of a rip-off. It's like, I may as well have just contacted you if I knew that was going to happen. So you don't want to lead people into a chat and then just not actually make it a chat. It's too easy to connect chat to someone's phone so that if someone starts chatting, the chat automatically can come up on your sales team's phone. It's too easy to do that, so why wouldn't we do it? If you don't have someone there available to chat, then don't offer the chat to start with, because it's a false promise. And at the end of the day, your clients are not going to respect you. They're going to doubt your ability to offer good customer service. So offer great customer service, have instant chat. You don't have to be on a computer. You don't have to have the chat window open. It can literally just pop up on your phone automatically, and then you can simply reply to that immediately through a text message format. So it's very, very quick, and you can pick one person on your team. It might be a secretary, or it might be a sales staff member, or you might have your chat go to one of your senior staff members. I mean, I've trialed it within other businesses that I've owned, and I've trialed it with clients, sending the chat messages to a senior level of staff. And when you do that, the conversion rate goes through the roof, because they're getting amazing interaction, amazing feedback immediately from the person. And it gives them so much assurance of your quality and your service that the transaction level goes through the roof. Now, I understand it's not always possible to do that, but you could trial it, because sometimes the most intelligent people in your business should be the people making the sales. Sometimes they're better used to do that, at least for a short period of time, while you iron out the sales bugs, while you work out how the sales process could be better refined. So don't put that out of the question. When I do startups, I often get hands-on myself and I man the chat, because manning the chat gives me a great way to build out my FAQs. I get asked a question, great question, and I answer it, and as soon as I answer it, I copy and paste the question and the answer, and I put it on my FAQ page. So it's a great way to start a business and get all the systems and processes, or all the customer rebuttals and answers and questions all worked out up front. Because if you answer those all up front, your sales team will be able to answer them for years. Now, the other cool thing is, as part of the chat engine we can set up canned responses. And a canned response is basically a pre-written response, so that people on the chat can simply answer by selecting a previous message that's been written. Now, the cool thing about this is, if you build those canned responses out well, then you can start building an intelligent chatbot that can reply to questions automatically without the intervention of a human. Or you can simply have a secretary or a salesperson manning the chat, but rather than having to do lots of typing when you've got lots of chats coming in, they can just click on the canned responses that answers the questions for them. Now, the cool thing is that if we set up your CRM, and we set up your website and your app technology, then chances are this chat will be integrated across the whole lot, which means when someone comes onto your website and starts chatting, if they've already contacted you in the past, you'll know who's chatting. You'll see their name and their email. They won't know that you know it, but because they are logged in, or because they've got a cookie on their computer, you're tracking that person on your site. And if they're already a customer, you may already see their name in the chat, so you know who they are. Now, you can, if they know that you know, like for example, if they're logged into your website, you can say, "Oh, thanks for your question, Tom." And they think, "Wow, what service is this? This person knows who they're talking to." Or if they're logged out, you might not want to do that because it might be a bit creepy. But the point is, the intelligence that you have, on the customer, and the ability to link this intelligence to your CRM is huge. So for example, the next time a client comes into store and asks one of your staff a question, you could pull up their file and you can say, oh, I noticed you were on the chat last week talking to Elena about our leather sofas. Are you still interested in a sofa? Did you end up buying one? You know, that gives you that transparency across the whole organization. So a chat doesn't have to just be an isolated thing that's coming up on your website or your app. It can also be recorded and able to be continued at any point, and available from your back end, from your CRM. And it can also sit inside your members area. So you can have ongoing communication with your members and pick up where you left off last time. Personally, I hate it when I'm a client of a company. I've been a client for a long time. I spend a lot of money, and then I go on the chat and I ask a question, and they're like, "Hi Simon, thanks for inquiring about XYZ company." And I'm like, I'm not inquiring. I'm already a customer. I'm asking a very specific question about something because I thought I could just chat with your brand because it's called chat. It's not called inquire. It's called chat. So I want to be able to chat. I want to be able to have a conversation that continues forever. I want to be able to ask you a question in 5 months' time. And when I ask it, I want you to be able to scroll up and see what you said to me last time I was on the chat with you. I don't want to talk to someone in another country who doesn't understand me, or talk to a chatbot, or just be spoken to like a new person every time I speak to this chat system. And that's what the chat system that we'll do for you, that's how it will work. So rest assured that we know what we're doing. We're setting up a genuine chat solution for your digital presence. It's not just a dumb chat bot. It's a real chat system.